Well, I'm going to keep this short because I don't even know if I could put it up. Been trying for about a month now to put a video up on Just the Voice 5. But, 3 weeks or so ago, closer to a month, I sat down and made a video. Guess what? Hate speech strike from a video that I put up at least a year ago on the Smith-Muntz Act. And I figured that dropped off. So I tried to put up another one a little over a week ago. Guess what? They went back a year and took down another video for hate speech. I don't even know what that one was for. Couldn't find it because they deleted it. I honestly think it's because of bringing attention to the signs in the heavens. The fake stars that look like LED lights. Can't give you a hate speech for that because, what's hateful about the truth? We already know what's hateful about the truth. Hate speech is when you say something that the Klan, I'm not going to say who the Klan is, because that would get me a hate speech. When you say something that the Klan hates, because it's the truth. Everything's upside down and backwards. Woe unto those that call good evil and evil good. Put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. But if you focus in with a cheap pair of binoculars on the bright evening and morning star, I don't know how many others might be the same. You will see there's not one constant little circle of light. It's a bunch of little lights in that circle, like a LED. I'll put this up on Just the Voice 4 if they won't go up on Just the Voice 5. And on a personal note, they tested the air after 2 months of working on this place, and it's mold free, according to their test. And I haven't smelled any. They run that air scrubber for a good month, and then I went in debt and got another smaller one to run myself after they yanked that out, just to be on the safe side. Been painting all the closets with mold resistant paint, mold killing paint. And I'm in the process of trying to find a lawyer to go after the insurance company because this ain't right. It actually, I believe the weather froze the pipe that caused the leak. Because at the same time, a year ago in December, we had wind chills 35 to 40 below coming out of the west, and that's where the pipe broke underneath in the crawl space. And that very same time period, it didn't cause any damage, but my hot water froze up in the kitchen sink. I got that thawed out real quick though. So it was an act of nature. You can't call it an act of God, because they don't like to use the term God. So if and when, I shouldn't say if, when I do get a settlement, those of you that sent me help, I will return every dime of it, because I don't feel right about asking anybody But I did. And people came through and they really did help me. But took out a big loan, had to spend a couple thousand at the Lowe's that I got to pay for. It just buy clothes and stuff. But anyhow, I appreciate it, and you will get repaid when I get a settlement. Can't afford it unless I do get a settlement. I gotta keep this kind of short. I'm gonna try to put it up on Just the Voice 5, but who knows? They're probably one more strike and they'll delete this channel completely. I think that's what they're after, because the first 2 strikes went back over a year. Out of the blue, they just boom. When I started talking about the fake stars, I got 2 hate speech strikes. And they also give me a warning in the email that circumvent if I try to pin a comment or comment on other people's channels using my other channel, they would remove both of my channels permanently, and I will not be able to create another channel on YouTube. So what's that tell you? I think they're after me. I wonder why. So if this don't go up on Just the Voice 5, I'll put it up on Just the Voice 4, if anybody cares. Look up. That's what the Bible says. There will be signs in the sun, the moon, the stars above. And all these so-called Christians, or any other religious group that supposedly believes in God, they are so blinded they won't even look up and watch them spray chemicals in the sky above them. It's just, I don't know, they're in it. The world's in a trance, I do believe. But I seen one more thing tonight that prompted this video, in part. Kroger's right behind me here. There's an air conditioning unit on its roof, and it's only a 1-story building at Kroger's. And after sunset, the term sunset, after it got out of my perspective, according to the time frame sunset, it had already supposedly was over the curve. Well, funny thing, about 15 minutes after it was supposed to have been over the curve, it was lighting up the metal on that air conditioning unit, coming right across. But it should have been over the curve, but it wasn't. And people don't even get it. It's so simple. But I believed in the ball all my life, because I've seen it all my life. I didn't have people telling me that the things that we now know. But you try to tell some people the things we now know, you are classified as a crazy idiot, because they are coming after flat earthers now. That's the next big thing. Not just talking about the Klan or the jibby jab. They're coming after the flat earthers, because that, once you realize that, it all falls apart on them. That'd take down every government on this earth if everybody realized where they lived. Down the road.